So I interviewed two candidates for the same role, same background, same experience, same leadership on paper. One got the offer before they left the building. The other one, I could not even remember clearly enough to call back 2 hours later. The difference had nothing to do with their resume. Here's what most people do in an interview. They answer the question, tell me about a time you handled a difficult conversation. And they say something like, I had a team member who was not performing and I addressed it and the situation improved. Technically correct, completely forgettable, because the answer told me nothing I could see, nothing I can feel, nothing that let me imagine you on my floor with my team facing the same version of that problem. You gave me a summary, and summaries do not get people hired. Stories do. Over the 10 years on working on retail floors, I have moved into corporate talent acquisition, and sitting on the other side of that changed everything I understood about what actually gets someone hired. I have interviewed hundreds of candidates, and the ones who got the offers were not always the most experienced in the room. They were the ones who made me lean forward instead of sit back. The ones who did not just answer my questions, they showed me something. Here is what showing looks like in practice. When they ask about a difficult team member, do not give them a summary. Take them to the moment. Tell them about the Tuesday afternoon when your best performer started pulling back and the whole floor felt it. Tell them what you noticed, how you opened up that conversation, what resistance you met, and how you held that line, and what changed on the floor 30 days after. Now they are not evaluating your answer. They are watching your leadership. And here's what that level of specificity communicates that a summary never can. You do not just know what to do. You know what it feels like to do it under pressure, on the floor with real people. Everything is on the line. That is the difference between a candidate they forget and the leader that they hire. And one more thing, personality is not unprofessional in an interview. It is necessary. Because the hiring manager is not just asking, can this person do the job? They're asking, can I trust this person when things get hard? And they cannot answer it if you perform professionalism so perfectly there is no actual human being underneath it. Let them meet the real leader sitting in that chair. The most forgettable candidate in any room answers every question correctly and shows the interviewer nothing. Do not be that person. Before your next interview, write down 3 stories from your leadership career. Not 3 bullet points, 3 stories with real moments, a real decision, and a real result, and what you learned about yourself on the other side of it. Those 3 stories are the difference between a handshake and an offer. And if you want the full system for translating your leadership experience into the presence that gets you hired at the corporate level, comment the word interview right now, and I will send you direct access, because your experience is not the problem. The way you have been communicating is. Comment interview, link in my bio, follow for the rest of the series.